boosters. Oop, those are way too high. Pair of boosters. Aerodynamic cones. Okay, so we do boosters fire, separate, main engine fires. That goes until separate here. That goes. Bingo. Drogue shoot. Main shoot. This should do. I could check it. I could math check this. I think I'm good. We've already been doing this by the seat of our pants, so might as well. So, this time though, yeah, we've got Jeb in the command seat. High risk mission.
I don't know either. I didn't know if anyone else was experiencing this problem, Steve, but apparently the stream keeps pausing.
I do not know. Not sure there's anything I can do to help that either.
For me, it keeps dying. It keeps saying Twitch machine unplugged.
Now we have very stable flight path. The trick is apparently just having a Kerbal on board. I didn't want to do. Alright. Not terrible. Terrible at all, actually. So we'll get ourselves up. 85-meter apoapse. Kill the engines. Oh yeah, we still got a fair amount of liquid fuel here. This is going to make orbit. This is much more like it. Jeb, bringing it home. Saving the fledgling space, whatever you call it, thinger.
Yep.
It's a shame we already lost a Kerman, though. But it was not in the rocket program. We did not lose a Kerman in the rocket program, to be clear. Did we lose a Kerman in the trainer jet? We sure did. But not in the rocket program. There's a distinction there, Stu.
There is, yeah. It's slightly more embarrassing.
Is it? Just think about this. We've not lost a Kerman in the rocket program. Just think about that fact. Very impressive. Very impressive. Okay, apoapsis is looking like it's coming up. Don't have any timers or anything to actually tell me. Maybe about 25 seconds away. Start burning. Just a little bit below the horizon. So we're looking very good. Very good. Engine cutoff. Separate. Down to just the spacecraft. It's a elliptical orbit, but it's an orbit. I'll take it. Oh, Jesus. Whew, that was a battle. Alright, so we just completed 2 contracts with that. We achieved orbit, and we brought the landing gear with us to orbit. It completely doesn't function for us at all. Landing gear. Don't know why we have it. Landing gear. Yep, that's what I thought. No useful crew report to take. Can't EVA. Yeah, so science-wise, this is a bit of a bust. But in terms of a financial mission, this is a saving grace here.
Well, that's good.
Now I could try and time a maneuver at para apps. Try to raise the Apple apps to a high enough point that we can get a high above Kerbal crew report. That could get us some science. Might be a little risky. We do an electric charge. Electric charge looks pretty good. I'm gonna try it. So a little bit of a time warp. Till we come around towards para apps. Nope, we're only in Apple apps now.
Ooh.
So what I'm doing at the low point of our orbit, I'm gonna burn and raise the high point of our orbit. And if I do that right, I'll use quite a lot of our remaining fuel, but I will get us to a point to get a higher crew report, get more science. I just need to leave enough fuel that at Apple apps I can burn and lower our para apps just a tiny bit, just barely in space. So if I do this correctly, I can resource manage in such a way that we don't kill Jeb.
Being told that apparently Destiny 2 is free right now on the BNet app. That actually sounds amazing.
It's semi-random, but pretty cool.
Getting a free video game like Destiny sounds pretty great.
And I'm coming up on burn.
Right.
Watching our fuel gauge carefully. So I need to leave at least some fuel for the deorbit burn. Just above 250. Okay, yep, that should be high enough and leave us plenty of fuel. Electric charge is looking good. We are maintaining radio contact with the ground stations. Okay. Back to out of map mode. Cool. Okay. Let's take a crew report. Yes. Yes. We'll take that 7.5 science. Built-in comms can't transmit. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Whatever. So as we get closer to Apple apps now, so the high point of our orbit, furthest we get from the planet. Oop, I kind of sped up a little too much. aim retrograde here, and I'm gonna just bring us back into orbit, or deorbit rather, suborbit. Okay, still got plenty of fuel. All right, before we hit the atmosphere, I'm gonna slow it down as much as I possibly can. Give Jeb the optimal chance of survival here. Give us that precious science.
James said that he forgot to set his clock back today, so he ended up celebrating 420 2 times.
I'll take that as a positive.
Of course, that's a positive.
Alright. So all I'm doing now, besides killing an ant that's chilling at my desk, you should have gone for the ant trap. Aside from that, getting ready for us to just hit the lightest part of the atmosphere, and when we do that, I'm going to start burning and slowing us as much as possible before I deploy the drogue.
Okay.
Drogue should slow us down quite a bit, and then I'll deploy the main chute. Wow, this went much smoother than the unmanned program. This actually went beautifully, with what was almost exactly the same rocket. Just with less parts and more Jeb. Alright, we're starting to enter the atmosphere now. Yep, music kicked out. I'll wait till we get down a little further. About 55,000 meters. Maximum burn. Use up all the rest of our fuel. Kick that off, and we're going to ride the ablator the rest of the way through the atmosphere. Waiting for it to be safe to deploy the drogue. I'm going to make sure it is deploying the drogue first. Yep. Don't trust myself when it comes to staging anymore. Re-entry's looking good. Blader's at 99% basically. That's a lie. It's 94%. But that's just fine. Alright, drogue safe to deploy. Taking extra precautions with Jeb. He's our last pilot. Okay, main chute is safe to deploy. We're going to deploy that. Drogues are open.
Drogues are bad and cool.
Well, I think I might have just reached the goal of this stream, Stu. Let's get my first orbital flight.
Wow. You done did it?
I think I did. We're just waiting on Jeb to land now. Do a little bit of a time warp. Oh, here goes the booster. Just hear an explosion. Oh, there it goes. We'll see what biome we land in. So that's 2 contracts completed. We did get new science for the crew report up in high orbit. We did get up pretty good there at that Apoaps.
It's a bumpy ride. A bit bumpy.
Yeah. Honestly, this flight though went so flawlessly. I'm just absolutely stunned. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the crew report data, store that back in the pod. That puts it in a different place so we can now take a new crew report. We're going to then take an EVA report. Good. We haven't been there before, so we're going to take that. We're going to board again. We are going to run another crew report. Boom. Now that we're on the ground and this is an easy way to get back in, we're going to let go. Walk over here. We're going to jump. Jump science. There we go. Flying over the grasslands. Bingo. And then we're going to board and we're going to recover. Wow. That just made the whole thing look like shit. Everything else I did looked like shit. This looked amazing. I did not realize there was that like disparaging a difference in using a probe core compared to a pilot in career mode.
Is that a lesson learned?
It is. That totally just nailed us a bunch of funds, a bunch of science though.
Good.
And Jeb is up to level 1. Still no new pilots to hire though. That's going to be a little disheartening. Oh, let's see. That's probably going to be where I call it, but just going to look at what we have for contracts here. Let's see. Thud, explore the Mun, Wolf Hound. Doppler. I do have to figure out a working jet. Ooh, this is going to be a tough call. Do I want to go with general construction and get launch stability enhancers, the launch towers, get flight control and get a small inline reaction wheel, and similarly a 2-man crew capsule. It's supposed to be mimicking the Russian Voshod capsule. Do I save up and go up to the next layer? Let's see what's at the next layer. Oh, that's a bunch of useful stuff, but I need this anyway. General construction. Aerodynamics gets us more airplane parts. Landing. Space exploration. Ladders in the hitchhiker storage container. That's kind of pointless for right now. First docking module is down at miniaturization. Get a better probe core. Solar panels. Anything else here? This is actually pretty good. What's that? Electrics. I might take flight control just to have a chance of getting this damn plane to work. Well, I just try to design something, not launch it yet. Before we call it. Just to do a teaser. Torture everyone. Make them watch our stuff. Seems reasonable. Alright. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and do this with a shorter body, perhaps, to the aircraft. Tail fin, of course. Winglets for the side. Swept wings, maybe. Well, let's see. Straight wings. Straight wings might be the way to go right now, actually.
You're a straight wing.
Thank you. And we only have these little rocket engines. Send those to the side. Oops. Up like that. Yeah. The thing with this is it doesn't really, it's not patently obvious how stable this is going to be like it is with the rocket.
Yes, Wednesday. What would you like? Oh, Jesus.
Air intake and the Juno engine. I feel like this is gonna fail miserably. Maybe it's just because every other plane failed miserably.
Could be. I mean... Launching it tonight, correct?
Thinking about it.
Oh, well, you have time to figure out whether or not it's... any mistakes you have possible to make.
Oh, let's see. Even extra ailerons. Elevon, whatever the fuck. I don't know planes, I know rockets. Okay, center of lift is just behind center of mass, which is where you want it to be. Center of thrust is fooked.
What is that now?
Try and just lower a little bit to there. Let's see if that gives us just a little bit better. Want some landing gear so we don't intentionally destroy this fucker. Just a single radio thinger will do. Single radio thinger. Now, we've taken this landing gear to space. No, actually, that was a better landing gear. I take that back. But we have taken landing gear to space. You'd think we'd be okay on the ground. Right?
Should be. I mean, did we use it in space?
No. You may say my logic is flawed, but, you know. Fuck you. What do you know? That looks straight. It's gonna make us nose down a little bit, though. I don't like that, so we're gonna raise this up a little bit. I'm not good with airplanes in this game, as was made obvious earlier. Okay. Do I have enough part? Yes, I do have enough part count. Still put parachutes on it. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. And if at any point it's looking bad, I'm throwing the parachutes down. And we're getting Jeb the fuck to safety.
Oh, Jebediah Kerman.
I already lost Val in one of these jets. And we are completely out of pilots. None in the astronaut complex, which is totally not fair. Forward movement. Jeb is looking confident. Come on, Jeb.
Jebediah.
Oh, we're getting in the air. Ha! There we go.
Did we do it?
Jeb is doing it. The answer was straight wings. Straight wings.
Twin Oaks.
Twin Oaks. Alright, so we're gonna head to our objectives. Jeb is a mission-oriented man. He is a doer. So, first objective, slightly to the right. It's just this way. Jeb is just rescuing our reputation right now.
Well, one of the OG Kermans to rescue our reputation.
Well, Valentine was one of the the OGs, one of the big dogs. We lost her. That sucked. I am pretty disappointed about that, actually. But this is solid. This is going very well. Very modest little jet. How we doing? Can't tell if it's that icon that's throwing me off. It is that icon that's throwing me off. It's not actually the way it's facing. I gotta turn this way. So we're gonna do a roll turn. Because that seems to be moving very easily our angle of momentum.
Everyone's rooting for Jeb.
I feel much better. There's that old saying, speed is life, altitude is life insurance. We're getting plenty of altitude. I'm telling you that right now.
So Do that again?
It's speed is life, and altitude is life insurance. Old pilot saying there. So we appear to be heading straight for Manley's recklessness. We need to try and get some altitude in order to accomplish this one. So I'm gonna try and not stall this fucker out.
Your audio's cutting out for me.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, for me at least. I don't know about everybody else, but
Well,
definitely for me.
Probably is for everybody if it's cutting out. For you, is it sound like it's high gain or low gain? Neither.
What?
Does it seem like it's clipping?
No, I mean just not. Oh, okay, so I guess for James, that your voice is fine. No, it's just that it's just fading in and out.
Oh. Odd. Alright, let's try to get speed back up. Oh, no, don't nose down. It's a little aggressive there, Jeb. I might only be able to get one of the objectives, though. Looks like one of them, he's going to go quite high. And this jet does not want to go that high. Just... need to level out a little bit. Okay. Come on, Jeb. Keep the nose up. Now, see, I missed my opportunity there. What the hell? I'm just not doing a good job navigating these points here.
James said your audio is fine. He's on the Twitch mobile app, and he's watching you build rockets and planes while watching circus midget porn. So
It's good use of time.
yep, seems like everything's good in the hood.
We'll take a first-person view of the jet for a minute. The new cockpit is very nice, by the way.
New cock.
Yep. Keep the nose up. Nose up. Whoop. A little bit of casual night flying for Jeb. I like this new cockpit. Let's say the plane's in docking mode. That's kind of concerning. I don't know what that means. Oh, there we go. Now I'm heading towards the objective. Doing good, Jeb. You're entering Manley's recklessness.
That sounds hot.
Oh my god, comms device is not in range. Are you kidding me? Extend antenna. Deployment would destroy part. Are you serious? Need to put her in a stall. This is gonna suck. Alright, we're gonna get a crew cancel. So we have the crew report. I just want to transmit it for the sake of having it here. So we're in glider mode, we're slowing way the hell down, so I can extend this damn antenna without it claiming it's gonna blow up. And then we can head for the second objective. Although I don't think we can get enough altitude. So maybe I should just head for the runway. There we go. Data transmission. Whoa! Not enough electric charge, and we start nosediving. Okay. Engine up. Engine up. We just shut the poor plane down there. Alright. So we won't be transmitting that. That's bad. So yep, it's now in mission abort mode. But we have the science on board.
Very nice.
So we have a complete contract. Very casual turn. Back to base. I don't know if I'm going to attempt a landing or if I'm just going to cut engines and pull the parachutes.
Slovakian traffic cones? What the fuck?
I think I've heard of that one.
That one sounds amazing.
Yeah. Alright. So, with that, let's see. Yeah, above 16.9. Nope, I'm not getting into that zone. So,
You ever heard of the Cincinnati switcheroo?
that one I don't think I have.
That's when right before you bang a girl, you go into your roommate's room and you steal one of his used condoms and you turn it inside out and bang the chick with it. So when she gets pregnant, you can say it's not yours.
Huh.
That is what we call a power play.
Power move.
Serious power move.
Alright, I'm going to try and line Jeb up for the runway. I'm going to go in for the landing. This somewhat goofy-looking jet is doing very well. Aside from the fact that it does not have enough electricity stored up at any given time to transmit at the speed it needs to transmit, which is with the engines off. So that's mildly inconvenient. But at least I can say I did the contract. Alright, I think that should line me up for the approach. Just need to make a very wide turn. Lose a little bit of altitude. Whoa, okay. Nope. Bad rolling. Don't want to do that. Bad touch. line us up just right with the runway. Well, I could have totally put a science module in the middle instead of the large fuel tank. This is not using much fuel at all. Granted, all I did is circle around the runway one time, pretty much. We'll take it. Better than exploding on the runway. Like we did 3 times? 4 times? What was it? One of those. Alright. Coming in just a little crooked to the runway. Whoop. There we go. Now, I do know fairly cheatily that with the runway in the condition it's in the crappy dirt version of the runway, it is actually smoother to try to land on the grass next to the runway than it is to land on the runway. However, Jeb is brave. We want to do this the proper way. And I am shitting my pants. Okay, kill the engines. This might be a go-around kind of situation. I'm going pretty fast. And we're losing altitude quite fast. And we're not going to touch the runway. Fuck it. Pull up. Parachutes. I cheated. I wasn't going to do another fly around. We're just going to casually land using the parachutes. Boom. And we're on the ground. Alright. That I felt my butt clenching that entire way through that.
Hold on to your butts.
That was really brutal. We got 3.5 science, but in that tiny amount of science, we did complete another contract. We're up to almost double our starting funds now, and 80 science that we can go and spend. Well, sure would be nice if I could just have one more pilot. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick a scientist. I'm going to hire a scientist.
Okay. Call a scientist.
Ooh. Agalok. Done. Yeah, Jeb's still our ace. Now I'm going to see if that adds a new person in the lineup, maybe. Although I do need to upgrade the astronaut complex as well. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna 75,000. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade that. No one knew there, but that does mean we can now EVA outside of the atmosphere, which is a plus. We did already update mission control. We do need to update the tracking station. I did not mean to click on that. I meant to right click on it. That'll let us plan maneuvers. 150,000? Jesus Christ. Okay, no, we're not going to do that one yet. Let me see. Launch pad. How does this work? Launch pad, I think, is a weight limit. Let me see. I have to check this myself because I don't know. Facilities, okay. Where is it? Locations? Facilities? There we go. Yeah, so the assembly building determines the number of parts we can use. So it's a space plane hangar, depending on aircraft or rocket. Then tracking station just adds all the extra flight planning we can do. Astronaut complex, we raised our roster limit to 12 just now, and now we can do EVA. Mission control, we already upgraded. We get 7 active contracts. Admin building, I don't really want to go for right now. Now, if we update the Science Center, we can get surface samples. That's a plus. Launch pad means we can handle more than 18 tons. We can handle 140 tons for a rocket. How much is upgrading? Holy shit! Okay. Yeah, upgrading the launch pad is fine. Updating the research and development is expensive. And if we did the vehicle assembly building, we'd bankrupt ourselves. Okay, so we got an upgraded astronaut complex, which I keep accidentally clicking on. Updated astronaut complex, an updated mission control, updated launch pad. Not bad. Not bad. A lot of successes, a lot of failures. Good first day. Right, Stu?
I mean, overall, it didn't seem like it was such a bad first stream, considering it's been, well, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been 3 or 4 years. 4. 4? 4. Alright, well, I guess that's it, guys. I haven't figured out a schedule yet because we just came back. So, maybe weekends, maybe more. We'll see. But, thanks for watching. Yell at Stewie for not being entertaining enough.
Just everything.
That's what I do, is everything. And check out our old content at youtube.com/dudeicalledyou whatever I wasn't too lazy to not edit. Yep.
Like what? You're telling me that there's content out there that we have that you just haven't edited, and that's why we haven't seen it?
Yep.
You monster.
Including the first 2 seasons of Twitch career mode. That was back when career mode was science only, not funds. It was much easier back then.
You monster.
We had much fewer failures back then. Bob.
Bob?
At least I was only Bob. Now we've lost Valentino. We've lost someone actually usable. But all right, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. Sort of been real fun. Killing Kerman.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Signing off. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.